Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Hello everyone, looking at YELP GWPH PCLN NVDA and Tesla with a ton of bearish action today and closes near the lows. We're looking for more bearish action tomorrow. YELP, not a good day to attempt the breakout. We did get a break of 34.88, but very quickly the market dumped and took YELP bears taking over, took the YELP bulls to the downside with it. Support is still 33.35. I would not want to be playing this oversold bounce attempt under these market conditions, as the market is extremely weak in the short term at this moment with all the momentum favoring the bears. So bulls, really tough luck on this bounce attempt. Upper Bollinger Band rejecting the price. And if we lose 33.35, 33.17, 32.97 are the next levels. Weekly time frame potential bear flag, loss of this 50-week moving average of 33.83. We're looking down at 32.97. If we break that 32.97, it confirms the bear flag and another leg to the downside with 32 even, our next target. So bulls, not the good day, not the right day to be choosing to break out and try and break this trend to the upside. Bears smashing that attempt and taking over on the daily. GWPH, another leg to the downside, breaking key support on increasing bear volume. Losing this 120.39 level broke the higher low pattern on the daily. This now shifts the trend to favor the bears, and we're at the weekly middle Bollinger Band 120.39. Close below that level this week, and the next support we're looking at, I'm looking at 112 as the next weekly support. So it's really important for the bulls to try and close above 120.39. The biotech sector absolutely dumped today, and that's certainly not helping things for the bulls. So 112 will be a target with a close under 120.39 this week as the bears are taking back over after the inability to get a new all-time high with the weekly upper Bollinger Band rejecting the price for a month in a row. PCLN, further weakness. Close at the low of the day yesterday was a red flag, and we had not had a weak close since earnings on PCLN, and now an all-out dump. Close near the lows suggests weakness into tomorrow. Middle Bollinger Band support is going to be around 1730. That's the next support. Must hold 1720. Otherwise, we're looking down towards this gap. So middle Bollinger Band tomorrow. Bears in full control of PCLN in the short term. The lack of the lower wick shows us that. The momentum is favoring the bears, and we're looking for further downside. After 3 breakout weeks, we have lost the upper Bollinger Band on the weekly, and we're looking to consolidate. At this point, no huge red flags. It looks fairly similar to the other consolidation weeks. But again, 3 trading days left to go with bears favoring momentum. And if we were to pull back down into the 1720s or even worse, then it would be a pretty big bearish reversal candlestick indicating that the top is in for now. And that's what the daily chart is indicating as well. Top is in for now, need to establish a new level of support, and the bulls are hoping it's above the previous level of support of 1720. NVDA, we were looking for a bearish entry on the gap fill at 109.99, made it within 2 pennies, and then the bears took over. We were still looking for that bearish entry, but it was a really nice timing and sense of stumbling into a market dump day while scouting a bearish entry on NVDA. After the bulls exhausted themselves to the upside, reject from the upper Bollinger Band, close at the lows, we're looking for further downside, 105.58, and then I'm looking down at 103.20. And actually, that's not the right level. It's 105.58, and then I'm looking down at 103.81. So the bears are in full control of NVDA. It is just a lower high compared. We did make a lot of progress on the daily time frame the past couple of weeks, but 111.80 resistance, lower high 109.96, and on this weekly time frame, if we lose this middle Bollinger Band, that's down at 101.95. We're still well above that support, but if we do lose that level, it is a red flag to the bulls, as we will then have a lower high established, and we'll be looking down at the potential of a lower low from there, with 95.17 the must hold. So that's looking a ways into the future. As of this point, the weekly middle Bollinger Band, after holding it a month in a row, bulls need to continue to do so. Tesla dump. Very clear resistance, 265 psychological, right around that level, pretty much between 24.50 and 25.75. Make that 264.50 and 265.75 is where we topped out 4 days in a row, and then the bears taking over with the market. Close at the low, lack of a lower wick, big bear volume. We're looking for further downside tomorrow, and we don't have much support. 246.02 must hold 242 for the bulls. The weekly time frame established support there for 3 weeks in a row. If we lose that level, it's a lower high and then a lower low, and we'll be looking down at the low 230s, right around that 230 psychological level where these weekly moving averages line up. So Tesla, bulls really need to hold 242. That's the must-hold level, but we're heading down to that level fast with the bears in full control with a lot of momentum. So key level 246 and 242.02. So keeping an eye on hourly oversold RSIs during this market dump. Financial sector is leading the way to the downside, in my opinion, and I'm looking for the financial sector to start an oversold bounce, to be looking for these individual high beta names to have an oversold bounce as well. Thanks for tuning in. We'll check back in tomorrow. Hope you have a great night.